bunch of heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know.
All right. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy 666 coming at you with another comic book haul video. And tonight, I thought it was only appropriate that after my last video, we get things started with Darkhold Alpha number 1. Uh, this just came out not too long ago, so I'm sure everybody's seen this on the shelves. And yeah, I'll talk about it a little bit more a little later. Up next, we've got Marvel Assistant Sized Spectacular number 2. This came out in 2009. We've got the first appearance of Galactica, daughter of Galactus. Up next, we've got Spider-Woman number 2. This came out in 1993. And in this, it's the untold mysteries of the Spider-Woman origin. There's no spec on this. I've talked about it before. This is Superman in Action Comics number 747. This came out in 1998. We've got the first appearance of Dominus. Definitely no spec on this. I just found the character in this to be interesting. This is Marvel The Lost Generation number 12. This came out in the year 2000. The cover artist by John Byrne. Inks are by Al Milgrom. We've got the first appearance of Cassandra Locke. She's a time traveler from the 22nd century. What I found interesting about it, I think she's like something about her and her father. They were archaeologists or something. But anyway, she found this belt that allowed her to travel through time, and she ended up going back to one of the Earths to warn them of an impending Skrull invasion. I've probably shown this before. We've got the Legion of Monsters number 1. It's just a kick-ass cover. I like it a lot. We've got the many deaths of Lila Starr, number 5. Another foil variant. Here's a pretty recent book. I'm sure everybody's familiar with this. This is the New Avengers number 4. This came out in 2015. In this, we have the first appearance of Mordun the Space. Mordun? Meridan? The Space Wizard. There's some conversation that he's going to be used in an upcoming run. I don't know if it's... don't give me the line. I want to say the Incredible Hulk, but I'm not sure. But anyway, like I said, this is his first appearance. And you can find these everywhere. I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copies of this. As you can see, I don't have these bagged and boarded yet. I don't know about you guys, but at my LCSs, they're definitely struggling trying to get bags and boards. I guess it's really bad out there right now trying to get supplies. The supply chain is just jacked up right now. It's been a trip. I can't even get any long boxes, man. It's been unreal. This is the new Avengers number one. This came out in 2013. The cover is by Jock. This is written by Jonathan Hickman. And in this, the reason why I like this is this has the first appearance, I believe in, what's the word? In a flashback of Black Swan. So this is her first appearance in comics. There is a second print to this that I hear is pretty rare. I believe it's like blue and black. So if you guys run into that, it might be worth grabbing. But anyway, I told you guys before, I just like the character Black Swan. I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4. Got 5 copies of that also. Oh, now check this out. Anybody recognize this cover? I didn't at first either. I was surprised when I found out what this was. This is the Mighty Avengers number one. This is a variant cover. This is the first appearance of Monica Rambeau as Spectrum. Like I said, this is just a variant cover. She's in that team with the Ultimates. On another cover, they show them all in that cover A. That's the one that pretty much everybody goes after. But I think I've spoke on this topic before. When those covers run out, it's the variant covers. You still got her in this, and it's her first appearance, man, as Spectrum. So if you see these, I'd pick them up. I got these off of Midtown. Like I said, when I found out that this variant was out there, Midtown had a boatload of these. So if you guys are interested, check it out. They may still have them, a bunch of them. But anyway, I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 copies of that. This was just a cover buy for me. I missed it when it first came out. This is that Heroes Reborn variant cover of Black Widow number 6. And one of my other hauls, I showed this, but it was white. The third print. Well, this is the second print. And I picked up 2 copies of this. I can't believe it, but I actually got one of these. This is white, number 2, first print. Still finding more Joshua Middleton stuff. I didn't even know these covers were out there. This is Batgirl number 15. Like I said, this is a Joshua Middleton. And it's in that same run that I've been showing. There's also a number 16. These are a lot different from his other style. Oh, check this out. This cover is dope. This is Batgirl number 17. Also a Middleton. That thing is beautiful right there. I really like this too. This is Batgirl number 19. I found 2 of those. And I also picked up a number 21 of Batgirl. Okay, this stuff coming up now is just some cover buys. We've got some Peach Momoko showing up. These animation variants are pretty dope. They look really good. This is that Black Cat number 8. Yeah, Black Cat number 8. This is probably my favorite out of the bunch. We've got Wolverine number 14. I know I got a couple more of these somewhere, but I was only able to find one to show. But anyway, you guys get the point. We've got Shang-Chi number 3, the Momoko variant. I said I've got a couple of these. I really like these a lot. Well, that Wolverine is probably the second best. This is probably the best one out of those anime variants. We've got the Amazing Spider-Man number 71, just a dope Gwen Stacy cover. Thing is beautiful, man. I found 2 of those. Probably should have got some more, but I think 2 are good enough. This is that Michael Moorcock, Elric, The Dreaming City, number 1. I think this was an FOC, but I like this cover, so I picked up 2 of those. Oh, speaking of dope covers, I'm sure everybody got one of these. This is that Inferno number 1, the Jeff DeCall. I picked up 2 copies of that. I grabbed one of these Campisi, the Dragon Incident number 1. This is the 1 in 15. You know I'm all about that Eve. This is Eve number. Oh, wait a minute. Let me take a look. Okay, I think this is Eve number 4. Like I said, the 1 in 10 variant. We've got Once in Future, the 1 in 10. Let me take a, what number is this? Once in Future has still been a pretty good story. It's actually starting to get a little bit better now. I'm actually starting to hear more people talk about it. Yeah, this is Once in Future issue 20. That black and white, man. Love it. And this is also Once in Future issue 20, the 1 in 25. You know, they put out some really great looking covers. I have to give it to them. Speaking of great looking covers, we've got a Righteous Thirst for Vengeance, number 1, the Tula Lote. And this is either a 1 in 25 or a 1 in 10. I've got a couple of these. I think it's probably like a 1 in 10. Speaking of beautiful covers, in a previous haul, I showed that 1 in 10 that I picked up. Well, I also got this as well. This is Darkhawk number 1, the 1 in 25. I think this is a Sudiam cover. All right. I said I was going to come back to this. Has anybody read this yet? I don't want to give out any spoilers, but yeah, interesting so far. Very interesting. This is almost kind of reminiscent of WandaVision at the end of the final episode. But check this out. This is what I found funny. If you guys checked out my down the rabbit hole of speculation, you know I'm all about that Darkhold and how important I think that's going to be in the next phases of Marvel. But when I was reading this, I thought this was really funny. It was kind of interesting. So right here, Wanda's having a nightmare. Of things to come, maybe. But anyway, she wakes up, and down here at the bottom, she says, "It's him. Kathan is coming." I don't know if you guys can see that. But I thought that was really interesting. So you know, I had to pick up that 1 in 10. The design variant, Darkhold Alpha number 1, the 1 in 10 Cathan in his final form, from what they're saying. That's an interesting way for him to look. But I had to get that. I got a couple, as a matter of fact. So we'll see, man. I think they're just setting us up. They are setting us up. Grabbing my next stack here. So I thought this was kind of funny. This is back in the news again. This is starting to spike on the secondary market. Youngblood, I guess Jake Gyllenhaal has been. They're saying he's either producing he's producing and going to star and probably be the character of Youngblood in a. It's been optioned. It's coming. That's what they're saying. So that's caused this book to spike a little bit on the secondary market. It's funny because there's a gazillion of these. I found this in a 50-cent bin. I've got a bunch of these. I've been buying them for a while now. Hopefully you guys have been doing the same, man. These things are selling for a pretty good price if you're into flipping books. Speaking of another book spiking in the market, that's hilarious. We've got the Avengers number 232. I was watching one of the top 10 shows. I think they said 9.8 of this sold for $700. Really? $700. But hey, teach his own, man. It's all good. But I'm pulling these out of bag bins all day. I pulled this a while ago. Picked it up for like $3. So if you guys didn't know, now you do. If you see these out there, pick them up. And one other thing that I wanted to mention, I think I probably talked about it before, but maybe not. But I was checking out my boy Sequential, and he's been talking about these. He's gotten turned on to these lately. This is a great play. If you guys aren't hip to the Marvel Tales classic Spider-Man, Todd McFarlane did those back in the day. He did some of these back in the day. Go check it out. I think it's from like 220. Well, I can't remember. I should have looked it up, but he had a nice little run on Marvel Tales classic Spider-Man, and they're trying to do a little something. You can still find these in back bins. So if McFarlane's something you're into and you happen to run across these, pick them up. All right. Now to the main thing that I wanted to get to. I've been talking about it for a while. But as I started to get into it, I think it's like November 23rd, 24th. The Hawkeye Disney series is going to be starting soon, and I showed some of those books that you guys might want to have been on the lookout for a while ago. I talked about them. Here's a couple of them. There was that Hawkeye number 1. That's a nice looking book. Also showed this in one of my videos. We got the all new Hawkeye number 1, the hip hop variant. I showed this. This was a 1 in 10 Hawkeye number 1, the design variant. I've also shown some of these other variants. This is number 2, number 1. And another Hawkeye number 1. this is a 1 in 10, like a 1 in 25, 1 in 50 on these. I've also showed these. These are just books that once Haley, I can't think of her last name, but Steinfeld, once she hits the screen and as Hawkeye, a lot of people are thinking she's going to be great, man. So we'll see. She's a good young actress. So I liked her in, what was that movie? Was it Bumblebee? That Transformers movie? I believe that was her. So I'm expecting big things, man. I showed these a while ago. These have been spiking in the market. If you've been checking out my past videos, you would have seen this a while ago. You would have been ahead of the game. But what I really want to get into is the reason why everybody is tripping on this, and I've been talking about it myself for a while, man. Everybody is expecting to see that Young Avengers, and that's been just. I've been on those for a while, just trying to get as many as I could. Definitely been grabbing some of these Young Avengers Presents. This is Young Avengers Presents Stature, number 5 of 6. I've been finding a couple of these off and on, just individually, but I also was buying sets back in the day. So I've got the Young Avengers Presents Patriot, number 1, Hawkling, number 2, Wicked and Speed, number 3, The Vision, number 4, Another Stature, number 5, and Young Avengers Presents Hawkeye, number 6 of 6. And like I said, I was on these early because I was trying to get as much as I could with these Young Avengers. Just late to the game, but I was doing what I could. So I picked up another set. Just good books to have right now. Good books to have in the future when things really start kicking off. So hope you guys have been out there as well, man. And like I told you, man, I've been trying. Been trying to put together that Young Avengers set. I got that one shot back in the day. I got number 2, and of course, I told you guys I was just struggling. I should have bought that number 1 a long time ago, but I kept holding out faith that I would find it in a long box, and just never did. But I got number 3, Young Avengers number 4, 5, 6. Found number 7. All these I pulled out of a long box. Number 8, number 9. This is why I said I believed I was going to get it, because I kept finding these in the long boxes. Found another number 9, number 10. Now these I didn't find in a long box, but I knew that these were important. So I was buying extra of these because this is just a great cover with Hawkeye on there. And everybody's expecting big things from her. So I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I've got like 6 copies of this. And I'm sure I got a couple 9/8 contenders in here. But like I said, that's Young Avengers number 10. Also got number 11. And Young Avengers number 12. And man, it just, like I said, it just kept driving me crazy, man. I couldn't believe I couldn't find that. Number 1 out in the long boxes. So I've been just for a long time, watching the internet and watching those prices just go ridiculously high, man. before long, if you guys are really thinking about this stuff, if they announce in the next, couple of months, if they announce Young Avengers series or movie coming to the MCU, it's gonna be game over. Um, it's gonna be game over. So naturally, I've been on there for a while, just trying to see if I could catch something, and your boy did. I definitely did. Um, well, let me just go ahead and show them. I got this another Young Avengers special number one. Young Avengers presents Patriot number one, the Hulkling number two, Speed and Wiccan number 3 of 6, Stature number 5. Now, there's a reason why I'm showing all these together. Young Avengers number 12. I got another number 11. Guess this makes 7 copies now for number 10. Young Avengers number 9. Number 8. Number 7. You guys know where I'm going with this, right? Number 6. Number 5. Now I have a couple of copies of this Young Avengers number 4. Iron Lad, the Future King. Young Avengers number 3. Number 2. And yep, I finally did it. I got it. That Young Avengers number 1. And not only did I get cover A, check it out. I got the director's cut as well. And the reason why I showed all these books at the same time, you know how I do. I tell you guys all the time, man. You got to watch for them lots. If you can get this stuff in lots, this is the way to go, man. I got a total of 18 books. 18 books. And the other thing I want to say is don't be afraid to make an offer to somebody selling on eBay, because you never know. They took my offer. And with it all being said and done, I think I spent a little under 25 for each. That's the way I look at it. That's the power of a lot. Man, I'm so glad to finally have that number 1. It's been driving me crazy, but sometimes you just got to wait, man, and the right thing will come at the right time. Now I didn't have to go out and buy a number 1, the director's cut, by itself. I got it all in one place. Now I got 2 full sets and some extras. That's dope. That is dope. All right. Man, I was ecstatic when I got that. Just ecstatic. All right, man. This has been a pretty easy haul. I just wanted to show you guys some more of the stuff that I got sitting around that I need to get put up. So, with that being said, this is your boy, 666. Until next time, I'm out.